Hey guys, Schwartzy here with Padlet. So we've all used Padlet. We used Padlet when Ashley Doty came in and talked to us about iPads with NEI. We've used the Padlets when we were asking questions for Mr. Stickle during RTO. Um, and we've used Padlet a lot. But I don't know if we've used Padlet with our students. So today I kind of wanted to talk to you about different ways to do that. So you could set up your Padlet similar to the way I've got the one set up for PD tomorrow, where I've got different categories or rows, and how I want them to be made. Or, I'm sorry, not how I want them to be made, but what my expectations are and how I want you guys to respond. You do the same thing with your students. This is a great way to use Padlet. There's also, I've got a lot of Padlets open. There's also um, you could use it for like a KWL, like what you know, what you want to know, what you learned. You could also use it for something like I've done in the past. This was during my early years of education where I was teaching fifth grade science, and this was water cycle review. It's like, hey guys, I want you all to tell me what you learned about water cycle. We had discussions, and then instead of having them write it down or draw a picture, I had them come into Padlet and create explanations. So my instructions are the same. They're very clear. It's like, hey, I'd like you to discuss the water cycle. What's something you've learned about it? What's something you want to learn about it? Remember to sign your name. That was the big important thing because I actually didn't even have my kids log in. So if we click here, it's me and then 50 anonymous users. So I didn't even have my kids create accounts. Instead, I would just have them sign their names. So see, I've got Rachel, Bilal, Maya, Nolan, Isha. They all just signed their name, and I just really wanted them to sit and think about how they were, what they learned from the water cycle, and then tell me about that. So I think I used this one in November. So this is where we've used the iPads for a little bit. So we were already on our way. All right, this is a link I kind of want to click it, but I'm not going to. It's been a while since I've been through this one. But I do remember I had a student download a picture and draw on the picture, then re-upload it. So I think that's what I'm looking for right now. Yeah, this one. So this student actually like downloaded a picture from the internet, told me what was happening. Oh, that flow equals runoff, and then evaporation. They kind of gave me the cycle, and a lot of the students told me what the vocab words were. So it was a really cool tool to use for this. I think one of the very first ones that I did with my students, I think it was the nature of science. Yeah, so you could see that from this one to the water cycle one, which was 2 or 3 months of using Padlet, you can see how the students evolved and how their writing changed and their use of the technology changed. So the more that you use these types of tools, the better your students are going to become at them. Um, you know, there you go. See, I'm the best teacher. I wanted to put that one. That one was the one that was no. I'm just kidding. But you could just see how they've evolved from what their writing was and the way they were expressing themselves to what it became because of these tools and these expectations that you set for them. So it's a pretty cool tool. You can use it for a lot of different ways, and I want you guys to try to use them in your classrooms. It's great for getting feedback from your kids. It's also a great way to get a temperature of the room, and it really improves their writing skills and their expression. And they can use pictures, which is awesome, and emojis, which again is awesome. That's Padlet.